Hello there, it's JB here, and I thought I'd do a special little video letting you know our football coverage. So the next 15 minutes I'm going to talk about the commentary hub and how we at JB Sports are going to be showcasing the best in up and coming commentary talent as well as myself for the next 9 months on the channel. And we're looking forward to bringing all the games to you live. And of course there's 4 games that I think we should keep abreast of over Saturday and Sunday as well. But I'm also going to give insights on the team behind the commentary hub. It's my first full season with the guys. As you know, I did the Euros with them. I did 10 games as combining presenting duties with commentating some of the games. I absolutely loved it, and it was great fun to work with some great people. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more about my colleagues and what you can expect from them as broadcasters and good commentators going forward. And I think you'll be amazed and happy that the voices that we've managed to gain as well for the next season, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised as well. There are a few other people that are getting on board with us now, but the basic thing, I'm going to tell you a bit about my fellow commentators over the Euros, the ones that I've worked with. I'm not going to pass. I don't know the new guys, so any of the new guys on the commentary hub, don't be offended if I've left you out. It's just the fact is that I'm obviously talking about my new colleagues, of course, that work with me on the Euros. So so this season, all the live football on JB Sports will be fed to the channel by the commentary hub. That's Russ and Mike Cunningham little venture alongside Barry Swain. It's a freeway thing, and the reason I decided to dip my toe in the water and get involved is, there's several reasons. One, I'd done the commentaries on here for 5 years. I was producing, presenting, commentating on them, and I couldn't do it all. And I got to the stage I'd done about 50 games a season, and that I must admit, last season, the last couple of years, it's been a bit non-stop. So I am scaling down my commentaries a little bit this year, to probably about 25, maybe about 35, maybe 40 commentaries, as opposed to 60 commentaries, or even about nearly 100 in the last 2 years. So it's been a long, arduous progress. Obviously, the reason why I've got, also there's another reason, obviously, that we can showcase new talent on the channel. We can showcase people like Nicholas again, John Kane, Matt Isles if he's knocking about, although he's just joined Birmingham City as their new commentator for the forthcoming season, and we're delighted for him, by the way. Jack Cunningham, people like that. Russ, of course, you already know. Mike Harneman, you already know. So we're going to showcase some new talent in the next 9 months, and of course I'll be doing other things as well with Trevor Sports, Virtual Sports Network, and of course some cricket stuff. If I'm not commentating on any given weekend on football, I'll be doing hopefully I'll be doing some commentary on the 100 cricket as well. So plenty to get my teeth stuck into. So I'll be doing a lot of projects with Chris Whiteman's channel and of course Trevor's channel as well. So I've got plenty to keep my interest, even if I'm not commentating on any other weekend. But I won't be giving commentaries every single weekend. I'll probably come back and do a Premier League match once every 2 weeks or something like that during the nitty gritty, certainly over Christmas time. Also, I want to have a little bit of spare time to see my friends and catch up with family and things like that. But that's the whole idea. Anyway, let me give you a little bit more insight into people. Oh, by the way, just a special announcement. Justin Hoyt will be back on JB Sports airwaves on Friday night, a week today actually, when Brentford and Arsenal kick off their season. He'll be joining Mike Harneman in the commentary box that particular evening. Right, let's tell you a bit more about my new colleagues at the commentary. Well, there's a couple of old ones, of course, from the JB Sports days. Russ Vernon is the first one. Now, you all know Russ, passionate Leeds fan. gritty Yorkshireman. Very, very good broadcaster. He's proved it. He's proved it on here. He's proved it on the commentary hub, and he's also proved it with Trevor Sports, playing the role of Trevor Gubber. So he knows what it's all about. He's also a very good presenter. He's also a very good pundit when the leagues are played or when England are playing. You know you're going to get passionate views from him. Very good producer as well. Behind the scenes, he's the man that really holds the thing. He's one of the men that holds the glue together, really. He's just an amazing chap. Spoke to him today. He's in fine fettle. So yeah, that's a bit about Russ. I mean, you guys now know Russ long enough now to know what he's actually like. But he's a very good guy, and he's the producer. Another guy that you'll know very, very well now is Mike Arneman, our resident Arsenal supporter. I've worked with him on several occasions. I've worked on podcasts with him and things like that. I also double teamed with him for the European Championship final, which was a great experience with the pair of us. I enjoyed that. In a note to 5 live, he did the first 23. I did the second part of the halves, each half. And I really enjoyed it despite England losing. It was a really enjoyable experience working with him. As a duo, main commentators, we really hit it off. So I was really pleased to work with him, proud to work with him. Another good presenter, radio DJ on Storm FM. If you haven't tried Storm FM, I suggest you try it. It's a really good radio station. I would recommend it to anybody. Again, he's passionate about the game, very passionate about his club, Arsenal. I know that because I've done podcasts with him in the past, and when I think I did a podcast about 3 days after Burnley had beaten Arsenal, and I have to say he was pretty good about that, the whole situation. And I think, but he's a very passionate guy, good guy, lovely person to have as a colleague. He's a great worker, great commentator. Was brilliant during the European Championships as well as presenter and commentator. He's a fantastic broadcaster, and it's a delight to be working again with him this season. John Kane is our resident Arabic commentator. Well, he does English commentary as well. He'll be presenting 2 matches tomorrow, mine and the Championship game between Sheffield United and Birmingham. So he's got a double shift tomorrow, sadly for him. I mean, seriousness, I think he's a very good broadcaster. I mean, he lives, as I say, in Spain. He's a little bit more older than me, I think. So me and John are sort of like the elder statesmen of the team, if you know what I mean. Sorry, John. Don't be offended by what I said there. It's more of a tribute to you, because me and John. John obviously will be doing some of the presenting tomorrow evening for the Community Shield match with me in the box. I think we've got a combined age of about 78 or something like that between ourselves, between the two of us. So we're going to be the old, I feel a bit the older statesman you compare to people like Nicholas and Ross and all these type of people. And I feel like we're old days pensioners, John and myself. But with all seriousness, he's a great broadcaster again, John. As I said, he can do commentary in Arabic. JDAC Football is a brilliant little channel. If you want an alternate, if you want an Arabic alternate commentary, JDAC Football is a very good place to go and get that. If you're into your Arabic and if you like a commentary in a different language, an Arabic commentary, he can do English commentary. We've seen that when he's covered several England games in the Euros. He's an amazing broadcaster, good presenter as well, excellent presenter. Looking forward to working with him also during the season. So that's John Kane. Barry Swain. Barry, well, I've known Barry for nearly coming up to 8 years now. Met him 8 years ago, and he was running some of his very successful football commentary workshops in Derby. Stayed mates with him ever since, always kept in close contact with him. Along with Russ and Mike, he's a third of the brains behind this brilliant outfit that I'm working for now, the Commentary Hub. It's an amazing team he's putting together there. a great commentator in his own right as well. He was brilliant. He did one game during the Euros. I felt he was a bit underused, if I'm being honest. Hopefully we'll hear his dulcet tones on the commentary hub and on JB Sports in the next 12 months. Hopefully so. But he's a very busy man. He commentates for other broadcasters as well, mainly abroad. So you don't hear his voice on in England that much because he commentates for the overseas Talk Sport and places like that. But he's a really good broadcaster, and if we get his dulcet tones on JB Sports again, I'm 100% certain you'll enjoy him. He's a very good personality. A word or two about Matt Isles as well, one of our colleagues during the Euros. We won't be hearing from him as much throughout the season as he's become Birmingham City's main match commentator, and I'd like to put on record my warmest congratulations to Matt. He's a very good. He does all the podcast presenting. If you've seen the podcasts, we did 3 podcasts during the European Championships. I took part in just one of them. But he's a really, really good podcast presenter, an amazing commentator. Did a fantastic job on that Italy-Spain semi-final. Amazing job. Did magnificently well. Certainly one for the future as far as I'm concerned. Bristolian. He's got that West Country twang. He sounds a bit like a younger Ian Holloway, if you like. He's an amazing guy and an amazing broadcaster. And I think he'll get better now. I mean, what an opportunity to work at a championship club like Birmingham City. Hopefully he'll bring some good luck to them. They're actually my predictions to win the playoffs this year, Birmingham. You know, in the championship you always think there's a surprise team. So hopefully his commentary will bring excellent fortunes for Lee Bowyer's men going forward. The next person I want to touch on is Nicholas Jones, a young lad from down south, a great guy. A bit about him actually. He's actually a little bit famous. If you're a fan of the Undateables, I don't know what that is. I've never seen it, but he once went on that. It's a Channel 4 program apparently. Anyway, he went on there, and so he got a little bit of fame for that. But he's starting to gain a little bit of fame for himself as a commentator. In fact, I think during the Euros he came of age. He was sadly the man who happened to be at the mic for that awful moment when Christian Eriksen, the first Denmark game where they were playing Finland, was it? I can't remember. Anyway, when Eriksen had his cardiac arrest, he was the commentator at the time, and you know, under the circumstances, no one would ever want to be in that position. I certainly wouldn't have wanted to be in that position, but Nicholas handled it beautifully, like a pro. He's a good up and coming broadcaster, is Nick. He's a terrific guy. After that first game, he's confident. He had a couple of days away, and then he just had an amazing championships. Just absolutely, you know, blew us all away. His commentaries are just so exciting to listen to. When I listen to him, I can't switch off because he's so good. He can keep an audience, can Nick? He's a fantastic guy, and looking forward to hearing his dulcet tones on Sunday when he commentates on, I think, commentary against Nottingham Forest, I think, on Sunday afternoon. Actually, I won't be there. I'll be working, but I'll be listening back and listening to his commentary, because I like good up and coming commentators, and I think Nicholas is one that will be I think one of the brighter stars coming through, and I think he's a very good lad and pretty much brilliant as well. We've got a Geordie as well in our team from Newcastle, Jack Cunningham, who's used a few times throughout the Euros. Again, another good commentator. The next John Murray, I reckon, because John Murray's from that part of the world, isn't he? Good commentator. You know, he knows the aspects of it all. He's pretty good. I think Jack will do a very good job. And there's several other new voices you'll hear as well. I don't know everybody, but those are just some of my new colleagues that I'm going to be working with throughout the course of the season. Now I'm going to be commentating on a little bit more or less games than I have been doing when I've been doing this myself on JB Sports. but it also frees up a little bit of time for me, and of course, and to do other, and as I say, I'll be doing stuff on Chris Whiteman's channel, and I'll also be doing. God, there's a muff in front of me. And also Trevor Sports. So I'll be doing plenty of work with them, as well as my audio stuff, my audio commentaries with the Commentary Hub and on this channel. So I really am looking forward to the challenge. Just get my mobile, because there are some before I leave you, we've got some great games coming up as well. Just before I do that, on Thursday night 8 o'clock we will be streaming the Commentary Hub podcast. It'll be a commentators podcast. It's a bit like what you saw throughout the European Championships, essentially, where the commentators get together. Matt Isles will probably be hosting as he always does. He does a good job doing those particular things, and he's absolutely superb. And so that's at 8 o'clock on Thursday. Anyway, 4 live matches we've got for you on JB Sports in association with Commentary Hub. Tomorrow evening at 5 o'clock, myself, Johnson Tatar JB, will be in the box for Manchester City against Leicester City. That's in the FA Community Shield, so the traditional curtain raiser to the new English season of the audio commentaries. That'll be with me in the box. John Kane will be doing a little bit of the presenting as well, more so during the broadcast, of course, and at full time. But I'll be practically carrying the whole broadcast, commentating on the match, and of course, and just a quick reminder, if it does end level in the Community Shield, we go to penalties. And in fact, I've now stumbled across the biggest story of the week, which is because one of the teams, Manchester City, have just paid a world record fee of £100 million to sign Aston Villa's Jack Grealish, and also Guardiola today has ruled himself out of signing Lionel Messi, who's just apparently been released by Barcelona today. Then after that, it's actually a double header tomorrow we've got for you, because we've got the first match of our Championship coverage from Bramall Lane. We've got Sheffield United against Birmingham City from Bramall Lane, and Liam Brusby will be your match commentator. John Kane will be hosting the whole show at that time, and Liam Brusby will be your commentator for that one. Then tomorrow afternoon, Russ will be in the box. He'll be also doubling up as a presenter and a commentator for this one. Craven Cottage, the venue of this particular game. 2 games from the Championship. The first one, Fulham against Middlesbrough for Craven Cottage, so Russ will be doing that one. And then at 4:30 on Sunday afternoon, a real Midlands derby between Coventry City and Nottingham Forest. Nicholas Jones will be your commentator for that one as well. So plenty of good football commentaries to come now on JB Sports in association with the Commentary Hub. I hope you've enjoyed the little video and what you're going to expect in the next sort of 12 months in terms of audio commentary. I'm looking forward to the season. I'll be doing my own personal Premier League predictions early next week, possibly midweek as well, a full table. You'll see a few of the predictions elsewhere on the Commentary Hub as well, on their podcast. They've only asked me for the top 4 Premier League and the bottom 3, who I think will finish in the bottom 3. But I'll do my own comprehensive Premier League predictions next week. So plenty to look out for. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Hit the like button as well if you enjoyed it. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the notifications button. Please, please, please. I'm going to leave in the description below. I'm going to leave a link for the Commentary Hub, and please subscribe to them as well, because they do need the subscribers as well. Okay, thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to your company at around about 5 o'clock tomorrow evening for the FA Community Shield match between Manchester City and Leicester City. I think it could be an absolute cracker. Right, I'm off to do all my final preparations. I'll see you all around about 5 o'clock tomorrow. Till then, take care. Good night.